Alright guys, we are back with some more Monster Energy Supercross 3. Today we are doing another episode of Does Your Track Suck? Yes, we are back. It has been a while, but sorry, we had a bunch of other stuff going on. We are back. Remember, this is a series that is driven by you guys, so if you want to see it continue, if we can hit like 500 likes on this video, we will for sure do another episode. Remember to leave your track name, what platform you're playing on, PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, and your gamer tag so that I know it's you. I have a couple super insane tough tracks to show you, some of the toughest tracks I've actually had to play, and hopefully you guys enjoy. But let's jump into this, starting with the first track. Alright, so the first track we have here is SMD SX by Cam. Really great track. It's a very short, simple, easy track, actually. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but a short, simple track in what I believe is a small diamond stadium. Really great job. Very simple, nothing crazy, short lap times. But it just goes to show you don't have to have this big, huge, elaborate 5-minute lap time track to have a fun, good, flowy, slightly challenging track. This track was put together just right. Everything works perfect, basically. There's a few sections I feel like you can kind of overjump, but for the most part, it has a couple different line choices, some of which are kind of tough. Like the first section off the starting straight was kind of tough. If you take the outside line, it actually can be kind of tough, but taking the inside here, which we do right now, was also pretty fun. You can throw down a triple quad or a triple single if you don't hit it just right. It's really fun. It's a very simple, easy, fun track, but it's awesome. When I first played it, I was thinking, I don't really know if I like this track. And then the more I played it and the more I found some of those different lines you can hit, I was thinking, this is actually pretty sweet. This is actually a pretty sweet track. So really good job, Cam. I highly encourage you guys to try this track out if you are on PlayStation, but we are going to give this track 1 star. Very good job, Cam. Try it out if you're on PlayStation. So this is the second track I have to show you. This track is DMTS Round 5 by Mopar Boy. Very tough. Very, very tough track. Very opposite of what we just did. It's a very long, challenging track. Very, very tough. And I actually have 2 different laps for you because I feel like the track has at least 2 different main lines that you can go for, and I feel like they're both very viable. And the second line, or the second lap I should say, I feel like that line is probably better, some of them at least, but it definitely was tougher. It was even tougher than the lines that I show you here. So a very, very complex, well-designed, well-thought-out track, as you can see. Now if you take the left side, that actually is a bit faster because I was racing my Ghost and I did make up or put a bit more time on it when I took that side. This section has 2 different ways through it. You can take the right side like we do, double, or you can triple over that entire thing. This section is really sweet, probably my second favorite section on the track. We hit the sand, throw in a triple, a curving double, perfect, and then the triple. Super sick. Very, very, very well built section. And then we come out of the sand here. Now this part of the track was really tough and I never actually got it right. We hit the jumping over the bridge just about right. But third gear almost doesn't seem enough to quad that. Maybe we needed different gearing and then I couldn't hit this section for you. I'm guessing that's a triple, but I never actually hit it right. And then we kind of mess this up a bit too. It actually probably would be better to step on and then hop off or just jump the entire section. There's always that option too. And then we have this big double, come back down the start straight, and then we connect back to the finish line. And that would be probably my favorite part of the track is this part because again, 2 different lines you can take. We take the double and then we'll have the same rhythm that we had at the very beginning. We come up a bit short, but it would be the same. And here we're starting our second lap. It's a bit different. I tried to hit some of the alternate lines out there. It was tough. This one's not that bad. because you carry a bunch of speed. I actually had to let off, choke up a bit on this one, or check up. Somebody was like, you don't say choke up, you say check up. Well, choke up would be similar. I mean, similar to how you choke up on a bat in baseball, you know, choke up, make it shorter, similar concept. I mean, at least that's how I feel, but check up a bit. In this section, I tried, but getting the lift off of that half whoop was super tough. Now, I do get it for you at the very end here of this lap, but it was tough. It was really tough. I feel like that line, even if it is a bit faster, it might not be worth it because of how inconsistent it was to get. Now, this line, taking the left side, is definitely faster, for sure. Look at that. We actually caught back up to our ghost, so kind of cool. Glad I had the ghost on so you could see that instead of just being speculation. You can actually see that it was a bit faster. And then here we take the outside and triple. They were about the same. Feel like they were very similar. I don't feel like we made up a bunch of time on our ghost, but it was fun. So it's comparable, it's competitive. If you're racing, you can take either way, and it's not like you're gonna lose a bunch of time, but whichever is easier for you is what I would stick with because they seem identical. And then I messed this section up again. I do apologize, but it was a very, very tough track. It was really tough. If you're a pro, if you're an elitist, maybe it's not, but for me it was. I've been playing a lot of different games lately, so we're a bit rusty. Messed that section up twice for you, but very interesting, very, very, very well built, well thought out. I mean, a bunch of different rhythms, many different line choices, some faster, some slower. It's a very rewarding track, and it's one of the toughest tracks that I've played recently, at least. It was a very, very challenging track. I spent a lot of time on it trying to get a halfway decent looking lap for you. But you can see this is one of my favorite sections on the track. Very well built. Awesome job. We are giving this half a star. It actually could be a quarter, but this season we only have half-star ratings, so half a star. Excellent job, Mopar Boy. Highly recommend you guys try this track out. If you are on PlayStation, it is challenging, and I feel like it's definitely a super solid track. And then here you see we actually get this, guys. We get it. Triple, baby. Then step over the table, triple out. And here we have the third track of the day. This is a Masterpiece by Nico. This track was tough, okay? Toughest track of the day, hands down. It wasn't just a full send, mindless riding track. You actually had to think about it to ride this track. It was tough. It wasn't just a full send everywhere. I mean, yeah, okay, we have a big full send here, and then another big full send here, but the rest of the track, I mean, at least the way I felt like it needed to be rode, you had to have some what's the word I'm looking for? Some self-control, meaning don't just try to send everything. You had to let off a bit, you know, not rail the corner and max send and maximum send every jump. This section coming up here is a prime example. You could full send it, but it wouldn't be faster, I don't feel like. Step on, step off, triple. Unless you could jump to that second table, I don't feel like it was worth it. Here, same thing. We jump off the dragon's back, triple. Maybe there is a second way through it, but that is challenging already because it's not a full send. This section was kind of a full send to step onto that table, step off. And then this section was really tough. Probably the toughest part of the track for me. So we triple in, triple, double, double. There is a better way through that section for sure, but I couldn't get it. This section wasn't too bad. We quad, triple. Maybe a better way, but that was the easiest way for me. Step over the bridge, and then we have a big area of just kind of back and forth across the start straight here before we go back through a sand section here. Yeah, right? This part here, we double over, and then it probably should be like a triple quad maybe, but we really messed this up and kind of turned it into a double. which is great because it lets me get this rhythm section, which was super tough as well to hit this section. Amazing track, well thought out. Love the fact you have to have some throttle control and just, you really have to think about this track. You really have to think about it. So equally as good as the second track, this is half a star. Awesome job, Nico. I highly encourage you guys to try it out if you want to challenge yourself. So there you have it, guys. This is Does Your Track Suck? Thank you for all the support you keep dropping on these videos. It's an original thing that we do here. I love doing this series. It's one of my favorites to be able to try your guys' tracks and find the good tracks like today or the not so good tracks. It's fun to find both of them. What I really want to do is try and find some really bad tracks. The really sucky ones, you know? Feel like that's what this series is based on. But you guys are just too good at making tracks, so hopefully we can find some bad ones if we do another episode. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Remember, if you want to see it continue, leave a like on the video and let me know your tracks, your gamer tag, and what platform you're on, and I will try to get to your track. But if we can hit 500 likes on this video or more, we'll for sure do another episode. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately, and until the next video, take it easy.